Hello again. I just want to thank you really fast for 2,000 subs. I appreciate all the love this month. It's been really cool to see, and if you're going to keep watching, I'm going to keep posting, and check out the Twitch if you're feeling it. So, as we all know by now, Nicolas Cage is coming to DBD. That's, common knowledge. If your timelines on social media look anything like mine, you've seen it over and over and over again. However, because Nicolas Cage took all the spotlight of this coming update, so many people don't know about the absurd perk changes coming. And that's understandable because the vast majority of the community does not read patch notes, they watch videos on it or they just wait till it releases. And that's where I come in. I have not seen anyone make a video on the perk changes yet, which kind of baffles me. Besides people just casually reading the patch notes, I have not seen anything highlighting these perk changes. So let's jump in. Let's start on killer side. And I'm going to do my best to remove all the DBD fluff that they're known for and just make it a lot more understandable. Firstly, Twins perk, Coup de Grace. Each time a generator is completed, Coup de Grace grows in power. Gain 2 tokens with a maximum of 5 tokens at one time. Consume 1 token to increase the distance of your lunge attack by 80%. For people that don't know, it used to be gain 1 token per gen, and you got 5 per game. That's it. Now you can have up to 10 coup hits per game. I think having the maximum of 5 is a smart balance because having 10 lunge attacks in endgame is absurd, but I still think this might be too strong. And guys, if you hear me say something like this could be too strong, this could be too weak, it is all observation, none of it is a fact, and they might change it before it even releases. And another thing that people constantly misinterpret from me is a criticism is not complaining. If I say it could be tweaked a little, that's not me saying it's bad now. That's me offering my criticism, as a YouTuber does. I kind of think 1.5 tokens per gen with no maximum is a little safer, but you know what? I am interested to see how this plays. I already use Coup. I love it on M1 killers. It's amazing. It also offers hilarious mind games, so I'm really excited. Claustrophobia. Every time a generator is completed, all windows and vault locations are blocked for all survivors for the next 30 seconds, and you see the aura of vault locations blocked by claustrophobia. Guys, this perk went from what, 16 meters to the entire map. I don't even need to explain how scuffed that is. I am so excited for that. I really do see claustrophobia becoming a very common perk, which is funny because a ton of people have never seen it in their games before. When I was kind of assessing other people's opinions of these changes, I saw so many people say, I forgot claustrophobia existed. Is it broken by itself? Absolutely not. It's strong. I don't think it's broken, but we'll see how people stack it with other perks, because I could see something like Blood Favor being really silly here. Now, I know lining up a Blood Favor hit before it gets cleansed with a gen getting completed is not really something you can time, so I understand that. But, if you come up to a survivor and they finish the gen and you hit them, then there you go. Every single available thing will be blocked. Again, that's a hypothetical. Do I really think Blood Favor claustrophobia is going to be meta? No, I sound stupid even saying that. All right, next killer perk, Hangman's Trick. This is stupid, and honestly, it's not even worth talking about, but long story short, a useless perk is becoming more useless by becoming a Scourge. Gain a notification when someone starts saboing a hook. While carrying a survivor, see the aura of any survivor within 10 meters of a Scourge. Listen, to the 3 pig mains out there, they keep doing your girl dirty. I don't get it. I don't view this as a buff in any way. We can skip right past that one, but if you have something to say about it and I'm missing something, I'd be more than happy to read your comments. Territorial Imperative, aka the basement perk. So many people don't even know Huntress has this perk because it's so bad. Long story short, you can see people in the basement, right? They essentially made it so you can be closer to the basement and it activates, and then it can only be triggered once every 45 seconds. Who cares? Next, Remember Me, a Freddy perk. Freddy getting some love is crazy. Obsession's still not affected by Remember Me, so that hasn't changed, but the exit gates can now have an additional 24 seconds. Considering I lost to a No Way Out, No Ed Remember Me build like 3 days ago, I'm actually very excited to see this in play because I do think infinite exit gate builds are hilarious. I think they're fun to play against. Like I said, I got shit on by it like 3 days ago on Survivor, so I think they're fun. It's more variety than like a gen kick hit and run killer, This is my favorite change they're adding. Hex crowd control. The entity blocks a window for 60 seconds after a survivor performs a rush vault through it. The hex effect persists as long as the related hex totem is standing. I used to run crowd control all the time when I was a bot, and I loved the perk. I thought it was cracked, given my survivors I was playing against had like 7 hours. I am so excited to revisit this perk after this buff. And finally, an absolutely scuffed change that I am very nervous for, but also very excited for, is Trail of Torment. For people that don't know how Trail works, killer kicks a gen, killer's undetectable until either that gen stops regressing or the killer hits someone. Already a good perk. The counterplay is that it highlights yellow to all the survivors. So if you don't have a terror radius and you look around and see a yellow gen, ta-da, you know it's Trail of Torment. Well, guess what? They're removing the hit factor of stopping the undetectable. Meaning, if you hit a survivor while undetectable via Trail of Torment, you will stay undetectable. The only time you'll actually break out of your undetectable now is if someone taps the gen. And then the cooldown is 60 seconds, which is what it was. This change is absurd. I'm a little nervous only because it's rewarding gen kicking, and we just got done with the worst gen kick meta we've ever had. So, you know, I don't really want to see Overbrine Eruption Trail of Torment, but I guess we'll see. My one comment about that perk, night players, get that shit on. Remotely kick a gen across the map with the Carnifex, and now you're undetectable and they have no idea where you spawned the guard from. Should I be relaying this information? Probably not, but I'm just saying it would be very strong. All right, survivors, I know you've been sitting patiently and definitely not skipping through the video. I see you. I see what you're doing. Let's take a little gander. And please remember, I play both roles. My opinions are not killer or survivor sided. All I care about is the overall health of the game. I say that because recently y'all survivor players have been on my ass more than the killer players have. I don't know why. I'm here for the health of the game. I don't care what role is what, you know? Even though I just told night players how to have a broken build. Anyways. Prove Thyself is finally getting nerfed. Oh my god. Pretty much they're removing the blood point bonus and the repair speed bonus is going down a touch. I'm sorry, Bond Prove has been scuffed for too long. Prove has rewarded Swifts for too long. Y'all can run Hyperfocus Stakeout and whatever, but there's no way we've gone this long denying that Prove was scuffed. I am so happy to see this perk nerfed. Wigliff, they're just changing the description, so all blinds work, not just flashlights. Okay, neat. Blastmine. Blastmine's time is getting buffed up to 120 seconds, and so is wiretaps. Gen trap builds are about to be stronger than they've ever been, including when Blastmine was bugged. I am so excited for this. I love running both these perks. It's so satisfying to see a killer's entire face light up. So to put simply, Blastmine and wiretap now have the same activation time as well as the same use time. I love this change. Saboteur's getting a little buff in which sabotaging is going to take a touch less time. It's all right. Run it with resilience and we'll be in business, so not a bad change. Clairvoyance is finally getting the change it needed on release, which is it does not just activate by cleansing totems. Why would the Boon character have to cleanse totems to activate her perks? It now works when blessing as well, which should have happened on release. It's literally the blessing character. Anyways, Breakout, one of my favorite perks in this godforsaken game, is getting buffed. It is very clearly getting buffed because of its pick rate, because the perk, I'm not gonna lie, was fine on its own. I have an entire video dedicated to Breakout. Go watch that. Top right corner, baby. But anyways, it's making the area of effect smaller, but increasing wiggle speed, aka higher risk, higher reward. I think it's a all right change. 25% wiggle speed increase is scuffed. If you're new to Breakout and you want to know how to use it, I usually run flashbangs in Breakout or a flashlight in Breakout. So if they have Lightborn or I whiff a save, usually with flashbangs because I'm ass with them, I can immediately just start using Breakout and get them out anyways. It's the same way people run flashbang saboteurs. So you throw a flashbang, the killer either has to turn or get blind saved. So they turn and then you sabotage the hook. It's the same idea of like having a backup plan. I think this perk was fine before, so I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous to see if this turns into a bully perk. I'm a little nervous to see how this plays out because this could very easily turn into the power roll having no power because of one perk. Throwback to old boil over and breakdown and bringing hook offerings, and you'll know what I mean. Anyways, Buckle Up is getting yet another buff. It is way too strong, but they very clearly want it to be meta because they've buffed it 3 times. Now, when you heal the survivor from the dying state, You both gain endurance for 10 seconds. This makes me think Made for This is going to lose its secondary, if I'm honest. And guess what? I think that's actually a pretty good change. I think this buckle up change is scuffed. Now that Dead Hard's kind of out of the meta, I still run it because I'm grimy. It is exciting to see all these endurance status effects, but also a little frustrating. Because if Dead Hard was the epidemic they preached it was, even after it got nerfed 3 times, why are they adding endurance hits to every perk? Dead Hard was so easy to counter. Anyways, sorry. Smash Hit is going to be the first exhaustion perk that only has a 20-second cooldown. For people that don't know every perk in this game, you've definitely never heard of Smash Hit because it's kind of useless. When you pallet stun a killer, you get 150% haste for 4 seconds like a sprint burst. But since this is more risky of an exhaustion, they're adding a high risk, high reward idea in which if you pallet stun the killer and get it off, the exhaustion only lasts 20 seconds. Stack it with Vigil and literally every single chase, if not twice a chase, you will have your exhaustion back. Spine Chill used to be on every build you'd see. It allowed for the Turbo Vault build. It was fun in chase, but then it got nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. Then it was an accessibility perk. Then we got a visual terror radius. So they've now removed the accessibility part. Can now confirm the perk sucks. But I'll still take the dub that the accessibility option of a visual terror radius does not need to take a perk slot anymore. Good job, behavior. I'll give you that. All right, you creatures, that's all the changes. Let me know how you guys feel. Let me know what you're most excited for. I would say for me, it's the coup change and the breakout change, because I'm so excited to use both. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you want to see anything in specific, maybe like a build video or a commentary on a certain topic. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Don't talk to me, just